Hey guys, welcome to episode number 14 this week. Ghostwire Tokyo for our community. You guys recall we're still at 615 mods here today. Um, I did remind you guys again, ever since this past Tuesday, that if I did not live stream this past Thursday for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, guys, with our popularity, entertainment, energy, then I would be back here today just to reassert the finances and also the other stuff in the balance. Guys, with views and beliefs, and, just to see what we're doing, see everything else is, I guess so nothing's wrong or anything. But guys, I had to sleep in again ever since this past Thursday, and you can see what was up, see what was going on. Not to have anything else crystal clear, pretty much start slicing and slicing. But here we are, guys. We are back on episode 14 for Ghostwire Tokyo for the weekend mornings this week. Today's date, guys. Today is May 2nd, actually March 2nd, 2025. Now, come to think of it, guys, since we had a couple passings this week, I thought I would talk a little bit about them, since I did not have an opportunity to get to them this past Thursday. Which I think a lot of you guys would know who they are, and being a lot of movies, being a youngster, guys, being an older age compared to the 90s, younger age to the 30s somewhere. Whatever it has to be that's not exactly, what exactly it should be. But knowing exactly who, what, and when, and why. Guys, it's been another 5 days. We just got done having, pretty much our homecoming dance party. Also, the same thing, guys, with basketball this past, what was the last one, guys? Well, yeah, it was exactly this past Friday. So my two love and I were there with some good friends, and had another romantic evening, and just to make sure everything else was good to go, everything else was great. Overall, it was not too bad. Love to Halls, make love shout out. The Halls guys knows how to make a good impression. Just to keep everything else to a serve, making sure nothing is insulted, making sure nothing else is wrong, or a terrible idea in reality. But yeah, guys, as I mentioned, today is March 2nd, 2025, eternally. Guys, with our popularity, entertainment, and energy, with our largest, biggest, beautiful, strongest, amazing power of our community, my followers have still been dropping down and down. Not exactly all back up, just to make anything to capitalize, or not exactly what pausing. Now, as far as anything else goes, I do want to mention the 2 passings right now. Remember, guys, the more you gain, the less you will not have. As long as it does not exactly feel terrible or guilty. Now, I do want to mention this right now, guys. We had 2 passings coming out of earlier this week. I'm going to start with the first one. The first one, guys, is from Michelle Trachtenberg. Well, I want to say she was a beautiful, sweet, exciting, best supporting actor, who was beautiful, maybe like a little more sexy, if you will. But basically, guys, Michelle Trachtenberg passed away this past week. I mean, already this past week, for the most part, at the age of 39. And what's people thought she would have lasted longer. And what's for me, too, guys, as King. And also you guys' final boss, too. And what's, Michelle Trachtenberg, she got started with her acting career since, guys, is doing Harriet the Spy, where she plays as some sort of a spy person. Well, pretty much a younger, kid, to be honest. Not exactly as a little one, but I wouldn't say she was pretty much like in the teens, maybe like 12, maybe like 15. But ever since Harriet the Spy, guys, came around, that movie was out for a long time, and it really has to begin with. So, And then she went on to go. I mean, she also did rival with Rosie O'Donnell. But Rosie O'Donnell was also in her 30s, in like 40s, before going to, the celebrity. I mean, what do you call it, guys? The game show edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for celebrities, to be honest. Good morning, Estella. Make a little shout out. How are you? As long as people don't have to really express anything professional, neutral, or dealing with anger as much. But on the guys, Michelle Trachtenberg was nearly 40, but basically 39 years old. And so was also Dawn Summers, guys, in Buffy, back in 1997, and yes, guys, to 2003. So, I don't think she was going to be asked, maybe, just maybe, guys, if she was going to really, 9 times out of 10, reprise her role as Dawn in the Buffy reboot. So that was not going to be the answer. Before I get to the next one, guys, and have continued to between the other passings this week, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. Thank you for supporting me, guys, by bringing on popularity, entertainment, and energy. Guys, if I did not live stream this past Thursday, I'll see you guys this morning as of today for the weekend mornings between, guys, every Saturday and Sunday mornings. So, nothing else would really be stressful or be alone as much. As long as you know what you're doing, and so you're okay, and so everything else is inputted and also informed. Everybody will always be on the same side at the same time. And yes, guys, the space that we use. It's always going to recommend with no problems or concerns, but it's going to be okay. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, exciting power. A beautiful, largest gathering of our community. Do have a lot of socialization, guys. Making sure you guys give each other thumbs up, followers, and other important stuff between our YouTube channels today. Making sure what we can and do what we can for one another. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining me this morning. Making sure we have our biggest, strongest, exciting, beautiful, largest, strongest, amazing power of our community. Do what we can for one another. By bringing our social media, our YouTube channels, and a lot of people that are active. We are guys bringing our social media and our podcast services today. Do what we can, making sure our roads are back to normal a little bit. By doing it every way we can, in the way we can handle it. Bring our YouTube channels together and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. Now, I do want to continue what I mentioned about passings. Guys, ever since she played the role as Dawn Summers and Buffy, to be honest, Michelle Trachtenberg, guys, recently was in a romantic comedy movie. You guys remember what this last movie she's ever done? Not to have any insults, but guys, nakedness, or 9 times out of 10, you want to control your own destiny. You want to control your own career. Apparently, guys, Michelle Trachtenberg was in an exciting romantic hot movie. It's called Eel Trip, where a male teenager is out there with some of his friends to help him out, and pretty much himself too. Guys, going through London, going through Germany, and she wants to find a woman by the name of Mika, to be honest. And that movie was out, guys, back in 2005. 5 for the last 20 years now. And it goes without saying that the company and I, or the company that people can express with, it's something to really think of. You have an acting career that you pretty much love to do. You wanna continue as much as you can, and as much as anything else as you can. To yourself, to a lot of people. And, guys, back when Michelle Trachtenberg was in this movie, she was only like 19, maybe like 20. And nobody would really disrespect her. But that's exactly who Michelle Trachtenberg was, and should be. As far as anything else can not exactly self-prevent, and so nothing else is going to be able to start from now or, disregard it. But Michelle Trachtenberg, guys, she was beautiful, she was sweet, hot, and pretty much a good, funny actor. Now, the soundtrack, guys, he was 39 years old. May he rest in peace. May he be our Don Summers. May he be our, everything towards anyone else that people that knew him. Now, the people that pretty much said prayers for the family, for her and her mom. The soundtrack to her and her mom, guys, for the family, was the one and only Sarah Gellar, guys, as Buffy, as a powerful Slayer back in the 90s to early 2000s, and the people from Eurotrip, and also the other actors. And also, guys, the one that played the Spike, which I don't know, and James Martin is going to be playing its review for. That's something we don't know by the time we get to the Buff reboot for, after this year. But she was 39 years old, guys. So from Michelle Trachtenberg to all of us today, may God have mercy on her soul. But it was not exactly the only passing we had so far today. We also had Gene Hackman. So Gene Hackman, guys, his mom and his dog, or their dog apparently, both of them died as well. But apparently Gene Hackman was 95 years old by the time he passed. So the reason for that is, I've been hearing a little bit of speculation, guys. So what I've been hearing is, he had some sort of terrible fall coming out of Mexico, not exactly in Oklahoma or Florida. As you guys understand, Florida is basically the hottest state in the United States right now, or pretty much any other location, for the 13 colonies or anything. But basically, guys, Gene Hackman was 95. Now, the last time people have seen him in public was, he was getting out of the gas station. He was getting coffee and also some cigarettes off the bat. And he was only like 92. Which you guys don't know, he was 92 back then, during the last couple of years. And then his wife, to be honest, was like 62 or 60. Guys, Gene Hackman was not exactly just an elderly man. He was also one of the best actors of all time. Now, you talk about bringing somebody to life. You talk about, wanting to retire as a retiree. Now, Gene Hackman was not exactly a terrible man. He was one of the best gentlemen you'll ever meet. It was one of the best movies you'll ever see him in. Guys, Gene Hackman, he's been in a lot of movies. Which I think you guys can understand too. And the way I can understand, and my true love can understand. Now, the movies that Gene Hackman that he's ever done, the first thing that comes to my head, guys, is King, and guys, his final boss. La loves Tanita. How you doing? Are you still the same Tanita, Diaries? I'm just hoping it's La loves Tanita, if you will. Non-locked sister Annalisa or Sesame Cell. When it could be something else between a different name or a beautiful name. Well, yeah, guys, Gene Hackman, the first movie he's ever done was The First Connection and also the second one as a sequel. Now, both of these movies I have not seen with all due respect. But the movies I have seen with Gene Hackman is, guys, just to bring our attention on it. Guys, just to be open and honest and clear. Now, Gene Hackman, he's been in other movies besides this. Well, besides that also. So, the movies that Gene Hackman is famously known for, guys, for all of us, and to you guys as well, for example, is, well, guys, just to be honest and perfectly crystal clear, he's been in a movie called Birdcage. Now, here's the thing about the Birdcage. I have that movie, guys, but that movie is insanely funny, not actually high potential. But guys, had Gene Hackman, Robin Williams, Nathan Lane. But yeah, the movie itself was good and funny. So I do know it did suit a 7, I think probably a 7 out of 10 from IGN. But I am not 100% sure. But honestly, Gene Hackman was not exactly a terrible human being. He was one of the best actors that you guys will ever see and ever meet. But ladies and gentlemen of our community, 95 years old, was a legendary acting career for this one brother, for this legendary guy. So he was one of the best. He will always be the best. Now, thinking of movies, guys, he was also in The Quick and the Dead with him, Emma Stone, and yes, guys, Leonardo DiCaprio. After raising fame from Titanic with Kate Winslet and the other actors, to be honest. And then and there's also a couple other movies. With all due respect, guys, and a lot of fun, a lot of exciting experience along the way, guys, with Gene Hackman. The other movies that he's done is Hoosiers. Now, you guys understand what Hoosiers is. May or may not. Well, let me tell you guys something about Hoosiers. He plays a basketball coach. He does play a basketball coach, guys. He coaches a basketball team to a title. Well, basically, guys, to a basketball championship. So that's exactly what he does, or maintain what he does the same way at the same time. So Gene Hackman, you know, he's been in some sports movies. You talk about Hoosiers. You also bring up replacements with him and Keanu Reeves together. Which I don't know if I'm not 100% sure, guys. If Keanu Reeves knew Gene Hackman, but I knew he did. To be honest, guys, I believe he exactly did. That meets the eye and also meets the Mario. So, to be honest, Keanu Reeves and Gene Hackman, you know, they go way back. But The Replacements was not out, guys, as a football standing thing ever since the year 2000 back then. And no, guys, he was not in Point Break with him and Patrick Swayze. You know, guys, for the way actors fit in with sports, I believe it's only been like 2 times that Gene Hackman was playing as not just a basketball coach, but also, guys, a football coach, alongside the people that knew him, loved him, and, you know, he may have something inside of his soul, but, you know, guys, Gene Hackman was one of the best millionaire actors. They had an acting career for himself and to a lot of people that he knew. And people have a tribute to him, so nobody can replace Gene Hackman. You know, guys, I think people knew he did not have anything left to go in his arsenal. But you know, guys, you do it because you're driven. And it's like, if you want to continue to do what you do, and not do what you do, and if you want to, you know, go to retirement the way Gene Hackman did, you just have to see what kind of path you really want to go, and have God show you the way. Which I know Gene Hackman, you know, he's one of the best famous actors you've ever seen. You know, guys, with movies and also with someone in public too. Nobody can replace the man. Nobody can. But I do know, guys, he's now up with God, and as a person, guys, with all due respect to us, to a lot of people, you know, he now gets to join and talk about stories with Robin Williams, Christopher Reeve, and a lot of other actors too. So Gene Hackman is one of those he's one of those guys. I mean, he's one of those men, guys, that you may have seen him in movies, but he never ever disappoints anything else in return. So, guys, Gene Hackman, his wife, and his dog passed away over the weekend. Well, exactly this past Friday. What made Gene Hackman, most importantly, rest in peace, guys. He was 95 years old. May his golden star live on forever. May this legendary actor live on. And may God have mercy on his soul. Gene Hackman, guys, was 95. And then 39 for Marcel Trachtenberg. Good morning, Brother JJ. How are you, sir? I'm going to talk about Steam a little more later on this morning. But, it's only been another 5 days, guys, just to really encourage it. And I would also, and that's why I wanted to, really wanted and needed to bring up Marcel Trachtenberg and, Gene Hackman. I mean, I was going to do it, but not exactly, you know, when I was tired and wanted to sleep in. But how are you, Brother JJ? Good to see you back in. Good morning, Carla. How are you? Alright, guys, if you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo, kind of like having some sort of a cup of tea, cup of hot chocolate, having something for breakfast every morning. You want to try to wake up and, you know, have your eyes pop in for a while. Good morning, Miss Carol. Make a little shout out. Are you able to help me out with my channel today? I mean, my butt's been down and down on followers all the time now, so doesn't replace anything in general or have anything else to check around otherwise. But other than that, guys, like what I was saying, if you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo on Saturday and Sunday mornings every weekend, you guys can like it, support it, tweet it out, and comment. When you guys like it, share, follow, and comment. That way, when we live stream, guys, the way we go live, we want to give each other a thumbs up, a lot of comments, a lot of expression, you know, so a lot of socialization. We talk about bringing something together. You want to hold on to something interesting, and you want to have a good live stream, you want to have a lot of gathering. But everything else would really start from top to bottom, from beginning to end, trust me. But that's all you guys need to do is like it, support it, tweet it out, and comment. Like and share the stream, guys, when we can. And, yeah, do anything that we can do. But before we continue our social media this morning, guys, I do know we are getting new PS Plus games this week. Now, one of the games is a game that came out this past, actually no guys, this past October of last year. Well, they say you know exactly what that game is, and so do I, because you guys remember this one RPG franchise? Well, you had the last name and also a beginning title called Origins, Inquisition, and whatnot. That game, guys, is called Dragon Age: The Veil Guard. Now, I've heard some awesome things about the game, and it's going to be coming to PS Plus. It's coming Tuesday of this week. But I'm also going to be talking about work too, but I'm not going to get much into that yet. But here's the thing, guys. But other than that, guys, we also have not only Dragon Age: The Veil Guard, and I'm leaning towards over Need for Speed for Thursday mornings this coming week. Which, I mean, I might jump into that, but I have heard Dragon Age: The Veil Guard was really a really good game. So overall, guys, the Veil Guard for Dragon Age, I've heard was pretty good, based on the in-gaming reviews since this past October. The other games is Sonic Colors. So I don't know if I'll play another Sonic game. I mean, you guys know me pretty well as King and you guys as Lucky Man. So instead of using Final Boss, guys, you're King and you're Lucky Man, to be honest. I haven't played Sit Out of Sonic in years. Well, for a long time, basically, so it all depends. And then the third and final game, I don't know much about that one, but the only one I want to linger and test my limits on, guys, in a decent time, is try to get into Dragon Age: The Veil Guard this year. If I jump into that game, guys, it's going to be premiering this coming Thursday mornings. Over Need for Speed, what's...
Hello.
I'm not going to really jump into a lot of Need for Speed by the time I jump into Dragon Age: The Veil Guard soon. But as soon as the games get free on PS Plus, guys, I'm going to be playing anything else solitary for that game, so... Unica Angel, make a little shout out. How are you? Here we are, stepping on 7 over everyone. I don't know the other song when it comes to the lyrics, but everybody has their own motivation on it. They have something to really get into and look at it, but it all depends exactly, so... I mean, guys, those are the only 2 games I do know for PS Plus for this month of March, and, yeah, we'll see what happens. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, like, say, Dragon Age: The Veil Guard, for example, or want me to go back to a classic game, I do know, guys, Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to be arriving in the next couple weeks. So if you guys are buying it on PS5, if you guys are pre-ordering it at GameStop, on Steam... Yeah, guys, we have about, here's the thing, guys, another couple extra weeks for, Assassin's Creed Shadows, which Brother JJ, I don't know if you're buying that game or not. I don't think it's going to be hard to handle or have something flexible by that time, or better than that, to be honest. To begin with, otherwise, I want to try to get Dragon Age. I can try to get Assassin's Creed Shadows, but I don't know. It all depends how much cash I'm looking at. Before I get to anything else to reassert or not to have a bad style or a bad influence by then, so. I do know we have a talent show, guys, between my true love and I, and the others in the back, for Heart. It's coming March 30th or 20th already. So I don't know if that's going to be coming out of encouragement or realization or practice on. But I don't know, guys. You guys can tell me what you guys think I should do in the chat. I mean, I've got plenty of dough right now, so I won't go exactly further. But if you guys want me to showcase and want me to play new games on the schedule, make sure you guys hit that like button. Liza Willie, make a little shout out. Hold on, I feel it. Da, 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 da. The smell coffee is brewing. Because you guys are in love with me. You know, guys, just keep the energy level and keep nothing else on the damn low. As long as you guys have the space that you use. Whatever you guys can really start motivating on. That's all that matters. But I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. But you guys can hit that like button, follow, share me out, guys, a comment, whenever you guys get a chance. Remember, guys, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, exciting, strongest, beautiful, largest gathering power of our community. Our largest, amazing, beautiful, strongest power of our community today. We are still at 615, guys. Let's really combine it. But yeah, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment. Connect the guys and follow it. And do not rush ahead of schedule. Now the most important thing, guys, the thing you can have with our 615 mods today, I mean, guys, as your luckiest man and also your king, the most important rule is love, support, and respect is the key to awesome and creative. With our 615 mods today, guys, since, you know, if it wasn't for the passings, people would have kept their own damn health together. But with all due respect, with a lot of love and fame, and also a lot of support, but not exactly sad with taste on the other. Like I said, guys, Marcel Trachtenberg would have lived a lot longer. You know, just, if see what's gonna be, like I said earlier, guys, I'll say it again. If see what's gonna really be asked to do a Buffy reboot, see went ahead a big honor to say yes, but not exactly say no on it. Involving somebody else's dog, or having a different character voice her. So, there's not gonna be another Gene Hackman, guys, but I do know Clint Eastwood did voice an opinion about Gene Hackman this week. From earlier this week? Yes. But I don't know what Clint Eastwood's leading towards. I mean, I don't think his stamina's right or wrong. I mean, he's one of the best of all time, too. You cannot count out Clint Eastwood either. You guys picked him as Dirty Harry, the good, the bad, and the ugly. What's the love is always the good, not exactly the ugly. But I know somebody who is, but I'm not gonna say a name. It's not of you guys. It's not my true love and I. So it's pretty much somebody else in general, or to have a lot of common sense between a relationship and not wanting to have a job for something. You guys just to begin with, and also have somebody have a love that you have, or something to start on your own. But you know, guys, Clint Eastwood did voice something about the late Gene Hackman. I think it was probably yesterday. I think, but I don't think I'm gonna read any of that. But he sold a lot of things about Gene Hackman. You guys can check it out. Check out his movies, guys, and see what really brings everybody together. You know, just to see how much money that people made. So, but I do know, guys, Clint Eastwood and Gene Hackman knew each other for a long time. I am not joking around, guys. As your luckiest gentleman and your king, That's exactly what Gene Hackman was. He really was, to be honest. But yeah, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. So also being creative. Making sure we're sounding good. Making sure I'm getting my voice back together. I told my two love, and I told our sister Taylor and the others in the back doing, guys, doing, homecoming this past, I want to say, guys, this past Friday. Apparently, a couple of them wanted me to go to the last state 2 practice for, what is tomorrow, guys? Monday. And apparently they want me, they could use a lot of my energy this coming tomorrow. But I did talk to Chief Management. I told him, I could use a little more of the money right now. So, my two love did ask the same question, and the same question mostly. She was just a little bit terrified, but not exactly feeling anything else to soak it in. And to be honest, I told them, I told Team Management, if I'm willing to switch to somebody, just use a little extra cash for Lancaster, guys, you guys understand, the more people gain with money, the less people can put aside and put the cash in the bank for something people really want to go to. Guys, like for example, guys, Lancaster and Pennsylvania, or looking to go to a casino. We're gonna go see a movie. And a decent time, guys, but I did voice my opinion to my two love yesterday when I worked 9 to 2 yesterday in the morning here today. That I thought I was pleased to announce that I'm gonna be covering Lance's Shift. Guys, one more time, tomorrow. As you guys understand now, I get to have another 10-hour shift, but I did hear from Chief Management that, according to them, we should be going back up to hour rates probably after this month. As you guys don't know, there's a couple things that are going on this week. What's one of them, guys, is, Love did ask if I was going to be ready for Columbus this coming Friday. That's what I said, my throat should be fine, and I don't want to have a lack of discipline or disappointment to the others. Guys, the sister Taylor and the others in the back. Especially between my two love and I, for the last 8 years, exactly. So you guys understand what we're looking at. Most of you guys, for our 615 months, know exactly what we signed up to do. Guys, going forward, not exactly backtracking. So you guys exactly know what the answer is. And that is work comes first, exactly. Work and money comes first. And yeah, I just told Chief Management I actually want the damn money, because I don't want to have to do just a 5-hour shift for this week. So here's the deal, guys. And guys, coming out of Chief this week, we'll have tomorrow and Thursday, guys, going forward. The other days will not be replaced either. But I just told them I'll be ready on Friday if I have to practice at home. But nothing else would really be a bad influence. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. When we take our time, we want to socialize, get to know people a lot better, and tell us a little more about yourself, guys. See what we do on the YouTube channel to yourselves and to a lot of people. See what we do, how we can rock and roll, how to measure, and see what we can do together, As long as people are with somebody, you want to hang on with somebody, and you talk about being with the only person you can be. Anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people. Remember, guys, we are at 615 months now. We're still at the same number, at the same point. Don't want to get ourselves feisty or be frustrating or eliminate the motive. You do it because you're driven. You want to be exactly what do you really want to do in life? Do you want to have the last 2 practice going into Columbus on Friday? Or do you want your throat being sore and act like there's nothing else to do? Or anything else with crazy and being sore? So that's why, guys, I wanted some extra money. So guys, like I said, I'll have tomorrow and yes, Thursday. The only thing that's requested coming out of the seat schedule this week Friday. So I don't want to just have to make sure people are disappointed and ask and start complaining why I'm not at state cheer practice tomorrow. But you guys, like I said earlier, I'll say it again. Work comes first. If people want to respect him and have his own business to handle, that's fine, you know? I mean, people understand and support that, you know? People don't want to get themselves, disappointed and whatnot. I just told my musketeer guys, my future fiancé, okay, that I will be ready on Friday. So that's the plan. Because the last thing you guys would ever want to see from me is being my sword throat, to go above damsel in distress to everybody else. But as long as we know what we're doing, we'll be fine. Anytime we manage to find people, guys, socialize with people, and have our beautiful, strongest power coming in, all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on our 3 apps, and they are only the same thing, guys, with our YouTube accounts together, our social media, guys, and they are, guys, just follow Sarah, guys, socialize it, do what you gotta do first, don't wait for the others to do it last. But all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Yes, remember, I've been on YouTube for 8 years. Been on Twitter and Facebook for 6 years as well. So there's something to think about there. And there's always some to really target. Not exactly worth fantasing either. But as long as we have something better and better at a time, you know, guys, you do it because you're driven. People should always understand work comes first to take on Lancaster, get a little more money in your account. Maybe it's just a little bit of spending, but not very much to really have a grand total on. You know, just to really see where that's going to go. See where that can really start going forward, not exactly backward. Well, guys, as far as the shrine goes, I think I'm going to see if I can take on this one. And there's a new shrine that I just found already. But you guys get the idea. What comes first before people start, you know, having some sort of a confrontation to ask why tomorrow's seal practice ain't going to happen for me. But I just told him and my future fiancé that I will be all set on Friday. I don't want to have somebody book down into tears and start begging. But yeah, guys, Twitter and Facebook, I've been around for 6, and the luckiest man, guys, and you guys is king. I've also been on YouTube for 8 years. So on July 30th, guys, pretty soon I'll be releasing 9 on YouTube on July 30th, and also 7 on Twitter and Facebook. So we still have the same numbers today, so there's much more to think about, so, you know, to yourself and to a lot of people. And it's really huge. As long as you have a goal, you have enough people that care for you, love you, and also do something for you. Like I said, you do it because you're driven, and you just want to take your time. That's the way everybody else should do. Don't let people take any tons of it, but do when you want to do the most. But yeah, guys, I've been on YouTube for 8, Facebook and Twitter for 6, mostly, and my true love and I, guys. We have been together for over 8 years. I lost her once. I ain't gonna lose her. You know, guys, I lost her once. I'm not losing her but twice. So, we did have a fun time coming at them. The last couple of times this past week. You know, guys, for homecoming and also other stuff here today, and you know, guys, keep everything else in balance and also take anything else charged with it. So. I guess you guys to a lot of people and yourselves too. So, you know, with homecoming, going out with proms, and what True Love understands, and you guys do too in the chat, that I will be going back to Night Sign after this year. So, that's going to be the plan to really resolve, you know, guys, solve a puzzle, investigate a puzzle somewhere. That's exactly going to be the plan. So, if we'll not have something being trustworthy, we'll try to loosen up a little bit more. So, that's something I do want to work with. And, I don't want us to have to make sure we're not, you know, having no problems by having other ideas. You know, just to see what we're doing. Let's see what we can benefit too, so. But yeah, guys, her and I are still working on getting married and so on and so forth. Atula was going to ask what I was going to be doing tomorrow. I'm like, I told her I said I was tired from work after yesterday in the morning, and I just did not feel like calling this much. I just told her I just needed some rest, I just needed some time to sleep, and you know, do something we can hold on. But if she asks if I'm coming down tonight, there's a possibility, but it all depends if she's going to church also. I mean, the more you think about it, it could be something that would make a difference. You know, guys, with your family and your friends and to a lot of people. So, let's try to pray and pray. Alright guys, let's go begin our social media today. Finally after the last 5 days, and currently 5 days in general. And get something with the program. We are going to talk about Steam, guys. Another 5 minutes. I might do a different team replay again, guys, for baseball. But I do have a Steam card for 20. But I'm not going to use that because I'm going to hold on to this Steam card, guys, by March 11th. Because you guys know exactly what game I want. And what I really, really need is just really a serve. And to begin with a baseball to any sports dynasty. I'm gonna get to more on Steam, guys, in another couple minutes. Another 4 minutes. But I cannot say enough, guys, about, you know, anything else with passings or with everybody else internally. You know, guys, with Gene Hackman, and yes, but so Trachtenberg. So, I think we've said enough today about them. But their legacies will live on forever. You know, guys, for the quick and the dead, and also the Birdcades and Uzos and the replacements. We actually did watch a little bit of replacements the other day. I think it was probably this past Thursday. For my true love had to do a couple things completely, so nothing else would really draw, you know, guys, a brain cell or anything else on it, so. And guys, we also have the Pillar of Life. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that. That's something we don't know. I mean, I would love to get through there. Get something there. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. As long as everything else is still us apart. You guys understand what I'm speculating. If the Soundtrack book would have lived a lot longer, that would have been a lot of sense. But like I said, I don't think she would have asked if she was going to be in the Buffy reboot after this year. I mean, I think she probably would have said yes. Not exactly say no. So, I know Gene Hackman has his own thing when it comes to acting and also having his own life and also getting married to somebody he has in the past. Not just them guys, but also their dog too, so cannot be disappointing. But it is exactly broken-hearting, and it is exactly interesting too. It's really develop and watch. Trust me. No, I don't know what they're leaning towards now between these two. I mean, in my opinion, maybe I'm thinking maybe they could do something like Legacies, maybe like tributes to them, sometime this year. You know, between their movies and also something to do with Buffy on it. But you never know. I do know the Buffy reboot is still gonna be going on for next year. But if they still bring the original cast together, besides Basile Trachtenberg as an AI or whatever, I think they'll have it right. I think they'll have it right where they want them, or whatever they really wanna, you know, do something together for it. So, you know, guys, to yourself and to a lot of people. So, if I honestly had to guess, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, whatever they gotta do, like I said, guys, I have no clue. I just don't know right now. But I do know, guys, we do have season 2 of Daredevil Born Again coming up soon. So that's gonna be coming up probably. I think it's probably gonna be this coming April, as far as I know. I haven't seen Daredevil in a long time. You know, guys, with Jennifer Gardner and Ben Affleck, to be honest. But I have no clue. But also, guys, let Gene Hackman always be Gene Hackman, guys, will always be our Lex Luthor with Superman. I mean, inside of Superman, not just number 1, but number 2 and 3 also. But nothing else would really start spreading in, guys. Nothing else would be. I mean, was here and there, guys, and should be. So the plan for this week, the plan for today is there's not much going on right now. But if I had to guess, I may do some today. I may or may not, but it all depends. What's going to be exactly the path they could really lean towards? There we go. So guys, see, I'm picking on these enemies and trying to attack them multiply, but nothing else really starts spreading in. Guys, during the last 5 days, I was just tired. We had a couple of fun things, like say Homecoming, and we had our Valentine's dance this past week, and but I told you guys what I was going to do. Just to keep everything else in between, and guess guys, without a shadow of a doubt. Trust me. Guys, just to surround it, begin with it, and also, not to have a double header to really hold on to. So, we had that going on this past week, and we also had a homecoming dance party this past Friday, and I'm not gonna go anywhere more than that, trust me. But it was not bad this past Friday. Better than its first time, as it usually is. So, and yes, guys, the space that we use. As long as we know how much we can bring, and also tally and hold on, it should not be worth fighting for, but you guys know exactly what the info and the content really is. Alright guys, finally, the last thing we do, guys, finally, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store, guys, if we're looking to go after purchases and pre-orders. For example, guys, in-store purchases, going after pre-orders. If you guys are going to GameStop, you guys can pre-order if you're on GameStop gift card, or you guys go after Steam cards. Steam is pronounced, guys, S-C-A-M-C-A-R-D, with no problem. You guys can buy any games you want. There's a lot of games in this world that you guys want to get your hands on. If you guys are looking to do disco dancing, you guys are looking to... It's all the excitement and it's all the balance here and there. So, there's a lot of games you guys can purchase, there's a lot of sales, there's a lot of things you guys are planning to do. And also be determined too, so... Whatever you guys can predict, and also draw the intention to. And looking to focus on them. Guys, nothing else would be injured. Or self-proclaimed. Whatever it could be, for instance. But yeah, you guys can head over to the Steam store. Go after in-store purchases, going after Steam cards. They're the best way you guys can evolve right now. You guys can buy any games you want. You guys head over to the Steam store, make a game account name, and buy something. If you guys are going after old games, going after special games. And if you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys go after one of two, or both, with no extra cost. Ubisoft has a publisher sale on Steam today, guys. They have most of the games for 85% off. Now, let me tell you guys some of the games right now. Some of the games that are in the possession, you guys can go after Star Wars Outlaws for $34.99. This is pretty much half and half. Once you guys, well, half of 100 is 50% off for it. You guys can get Avatar Frontiers on Pandora. You guys can get Anu 1800. You guys can get Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now I still have that game, guys, in front of me. I was hoping to trade it in and get some of my money back from GameStop. But honestly, I haven't been to GameStop since, I think, this past year. Or it may have been one day, or maybe like 2 days at a time, if I recall. They do have the other Assassin's Creed games on sale. Yeah, guys, Assassin's Creed Shadows is still going to be releasing on March 20th. But if you guys get a pre-purchase right off the bat today, or whenever you guys need to, before the pre-order, and the game comes out, you guys get additional content for the game. So you guys can jump in for that one, whatever you guys want to do. Another game, guys, I'm going to mention really fast. You guys can get Monopoly for $14.99. You guys can get Skull and Bones. You guys can go after Steep. Far Cry 6, yes. Now that game, I've been for 66 episodes, if you guys remember. That game was amazing. That game was sweet and amazing. It was a little bit awesome too, at the very end. That's what that game was. Now, I don't know if we're getting Far Cry 7. It's probably not going to be until sometime, months more later on this year. Whatever they want to start ticking and ticking, you know, guys, let's say Boom Dynamite, they'll have something to really plan ahead and also go forward in between. Now, Far Cry New Dawn I did not play. I mean, that game was just okay. But no, one last game. You guys can go after South Park, Fractured But Whole, and The Stick of Truth, but you guys recall I did beat the Fractured But Whole a couple years ago. 2 or 3 years ago, on the inside or outside the White House. So that game was not disappointing either. That game was not. The Stick of Truth was pretty good too. Snow Day was pretty much not exactly worth containing. That game was not exactly exciting. Ever since that game came out, there's no problems in theory, but, you know, not a lot of exciting reviews for that game either. So, I just think the game would have made a lot more sense before they add something for the new season soon. You know, guys, with Comedy Central to handle and, you know, to start to finish with. So, I'm not saying anything else when it comes to South Park, but I just think they would have made Snow Day a lot better as it is. You know, guys, from the ground up and from top to bottom. That's all it would have been. But I think I said enough sales today. But, I mean, between special sales. But those are the games right now. You guys can go after the Watch Dogs games. The only Watch Dogs game I've beaten was the very first one. Watch Dogs Legion was not too bad. That's all I'm gonna say involving that game. But Watch Dogs became a company, guys, without any installation since 2013. Well, it might have been 2014, if I'm right or wrong. But yeah, you guys can jump into them if you want. If you guys are getting special offers today, you guys can get the franchise sale of the Behind the Wheel and the Rants of Riverside. So that's pretty much new for 1979. If you guys are looking to get pre-orders, you guys can pre-order the new Assassin's Creed Shadows in a couple weeks. Hurry up and buy it, guys. You guys can pre-order when you guys get the time. We're gonna take a chance on it. You know, guys, take a chance on me. Take a chance on the others. But like I said, guys, you honestly do not want to miss an opportunity. The only first game that comes ahead before the others, like I said, is Assassin's Creed Shadows. I do want to get Borderlands 4 later on this year, but during Lancaster, I cannot buy any of them. I mean, I cannot buy the fourth one right now. Because we're going to be leaving, guys, with Hark, between Matulov and I, and a lot of fun with the others in the back, on September 22nd. Yeah, guys, on the 22nd to the 26th of this coming September of this year. So we'll have something much more in that game should not be a concern at all. That game should be coming out in April, like in May. And I was maybe thinking before or after Delta Snake Eater. Which you guys all know that game will still be releasing and arriving by the time we reach August 28th by then, so. I'm thinking if anything else goes into plan and also being scheduled, maybe Assassin's Creed Shadows. You know, guys, as long as I'm overbalanced, it's all good. Everything should be okay. Talk about turning heel, guys, for 22 years. Oh, come on. I mean, it's coming out of a premium live event from yesterday, guys. Let's keep everything else instructed and also on notice. But you guys never know. Let's see how things can work out. Like I said, guys, I may or may not try to tackle Assassin's Creed Shadows this month. It all depends on the talent, so, because my two loved ones, her and myself, guys, as the luckiest man and also you guys as king, to get back into practicing for the talent show within these next couple weeks. And I'm like, we're gonna do that, and as long as everything else is in balance, everything else is okay to go, and also in position, we don't have to worry about the other stuff that is, you know, uncertain or causing the stress, you know? Guys, the more you gain if you're working, the less people are not going to have. As long as you're standing up to be a better person and saying that's what you want. You know, you guys always gotta be smart. What you guys want to do in life, so. And that's exactly what I want to do. Instead of only not exactly going to the last state to practice tomorrow, so. I told team management I wanted to switch with Lance, and I'm not gonna change my mind for it. I mean, I signed up to do it. That's the way it's going to be. But yeah, guys, if you're looking to go after anything in general, you guys can let me know. My name on Steam, guys, is ZachDawson93. If you guys have nothing, you entirely have nothing to lose. And I am also pleased to announce, guys, I think I've been on Steam for almost about 4 years now. But that's why I'm holding on to the Steam card right now. I'm not going to spend it on any of the games, especially on Steam right now. But if I'm looking to do something to reassert, and also have something to fix, and also get back into stuff, I do not see anything else being, you know, guys, just to be open and honest, and see what we want to do with it, so. But guys, remember, Out of the Park Baseball 26 will be arriving in the next 2 weeks. But I do want to get that game during those 12 days, but my next check, guys, is, hold on, 20th, 11, probably going to be on the rifle date, if I'm right or wrong. As we know, guys, the upcoming Friday is not this week, but the upcoming is, hold on, let me look at the calendar really fast. It is, actually guys, you're right. The next Money in the Bank check is March 14th. So I still get that game by then, or right on the current date. And yes, guys, right on the schedule too. So I'll have that game by then. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Out of the Park Baseball 26, but we're gonna have some good ideas for that. So I'm gonna have some good ideas, have some good news between them, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, if you're looking to go after anything, I'm your guys' king and your luckiest person. Or your luckiest man, whatever you want to call it. I've been on Steam for nearly almost about 4 years, if I'm looking at it. But you never know what the future holds, and we can say we're sounding good, we can say we have a chemistry, we can say we have something certain. And doing something that makes us feel comfortable. You know, guys, like a light beam. Whatever has to really encourage the others to, you know, guys, just to realize it and open our hearts and start waking up more. Whatever has to really bring to our attention. But alright, guys, if you guys are into RPGs like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, if you guys are into Elden Ring, you guys are buying The Last of Us, all those games that are particular today. But yeah, guys, I've always been an RPG fan since I was a kid. RPGs do and do not disappoint, guys, when it comes to English RPGs and JRPGs, all at one time and all in one piece together. There's a lot of games that are in this world that you guys have seen or have not played yet. You know, guys, just to open our hearts and to be open and honest with them. So, you guys, we did locate a new location a little bit ago today between doing Ghostwire Tokyo, by the way. So that's something to look at. If you guys are buying Elden Ring Night Rain That game will probably come out in May, but I'm not sure. I know we are getting God of War Egypt sometime, but I don't know when that's going to be crossing paths. But I'm hoping soon, maybe like rather than later, or as soon as possible between the schedules this year. Intergalactic Prophet, guys, whatever these games do, GTA 6, guys, that game still got it for Game of the Year. It's coming in December. So that game, guys, still got it. So, I don't think any of the games will ever, and I mean ever, come close, guys, to beating Grand Theft Auto 6 this year. It's coming fall here today. So those games that I just said multiple times, you know, for this year already, see, Grand Theft Auto, guys, that game is still going to win. That game's got it. So, you know, people were hyping enough for it from the internet, on YouTube, and why not cast their own votes already? But we do not have the voting for this coming December's Game of the Year yet. But we will have that stock probably this coming September or October by then. But that game, guys, GTA 6, I repeat again, as a king and the luckiest person, that game is still going to win. It's coming fall. When after the game itself comes out this fall. That's all I can say completely. I don't know when Ghost of Yoni's coming out, but Borderlands 4 is still having the same current reality, guys, on September 23rd by then. I don't want to get Borderlands 4 too, but I don't think I should have an opportunity right now. By the time we jump in to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, but we are going to be back, guys, on the 26th of the end of September by then. And then we're going to talk about much more with gaming, as much as anything else. But we'll see what happens, guys. We're gonna see what we can do going forward, as long as we know what we're doing. If the guys are into sports games, that's why I talk about baseball mostly, or pretty much anything else that have any turn of events. I want to see what's really going on, exactly. So to see what we're doing, if everything else in balance, you know, guys, step, pivot, whatever you guys want to consider on it, for yourselves and to a lot of people. And it would be normally huge, whatever it should be, or whatever has to really take in. And also soak right in the system. If you guys are in baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, if you're the luckiest person and you're king, you guys Zach Dawson 93. You guys can buy any sports games you want. You guys can buy, take your time and go after the new Tiger Woods PGA Tour game this year. I know Abe Sound is playing it. He's just taking his time just to keep everything else measured between the games. Whatever he's got in mind. You know what they say, guys? The way Stephen A. Smith does his thing, so his monument thing, he does state the following: the list is fluid. The list is fluid. Not exactly containing with water, but you guys know exactly what it is. Could be anything, could be something with water, something that's more to soak in the system. It all depends. But as long as we know exactly what they are, we'll keep everything else in mind. An important lesson to keep in mind. Whatever it could be, guys, and have something to really start tracking. You guys can buy any sports games you want with no extra cost. Now let me tell you guys something about baseball right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm putting onto the Steam card going forward. I'm not going to spend any of it right now by the time we get to March 14th, because by the time March 14th hits, with my upcoming Steam check, then goes deposit coming out of the bank soon, I am going to begin Out of the Park Baseball 26 by then. I mean, I would love to go after a game now on Steam, but my answer is, until the 14th, no. I'm going to get Out of the Park Baseball 26 with this card as soon as I get another one on the 14th. So the plan going forward for the request for the upcoming Chiefs that guys on the 14th going forward, or the thoughts exactly, I'm going to be holding on to the Steam card, so I'm going to have another 20 on Steam, have a Google Play card, and then doesn't have a small withdrawal in that order by then. So nothing else would really be, surrounding it or having any insurance on it or any good stuff, not exactly bad stuff, by the time we get to that. So that's going to be exactly the plan as of right now. I mean, completely on, as far as anything else would go, there's a possibility. I am going to be holding on to the Steam card by then, so. And until the 14th, yes. Am I going to be spending it today? No. I think everything else is going to be under control by the time we get to that point and get to that threshold. So I will be holding on to the Steam card by then. I'm not going to use it this week. But I think everything else, with anything else going on, guys, with Columbus and, work related this week, it will not be a lack of distraction. And also, guys, dispute, probably not. But as long as we know what we're doing, keep everything else on schedule and everything else hot, not exactly icing, I think we'll probably be good to go and be fine. As long as we know what we're able to do and see what we're doing. Keep everything else beneath, keep everything else under control, and don't do what we want to do. But you guys, as far as baseball goes, I'm not going to continue my 1975 replay for me and our White Sox, to be honest. Because I was going to continue me and our White Sox opening day, my 75 Chicago replay. Apparently, me and our White Sox was failing 11-1 between our first team. So I'm going to be definitely doing another team replay one more time. But I am going to be continuing and take a little bit of its time for BSM Baseball. Guys, the game itself is a lot of fun. If you guys have not downloaded it for free, or haven't done that yet. So you guys can jump to any baseball, any basketball, anything you guys can pedal to the metal with. You do not want to disappoint the other people. If you guys are looking to do your own do anything else that you love to do and willing to do. If you're looking to spectate with sports, with basketball, baseball, football, anything else in between. You want to enjoy and love what you do, to yourselves and to a lot of people. That's all there is to it. I mean, if you want to do your own spectating, you want to do your own sports calls, like a coach or a manager, that's okay too. People want to have the fun of the way people so enjoy. As long as people are not listening to Christmas, honestly guys, Christmas music, honestly guys, it's not December. We're at the start of March, and that's all there is to it to begin with. So yeah, I don't know if the other sports games are on sale. I mean, if I want to speculate it yet, like I said, guys, probably not. I will not use the Steam card until by the time we get to our next Steam check, be a deposit by then. So we'll keep that in hand. You guys go after the Ubisoft Publisher sale. You guys can save up 85% off if you want. For example, guys, going after the Far Cry games, Star Wars Outlaws, Watch Dogs, and yes, guys, going after the Assassin's Creed franchise. And last but not least, guys, Avatar, Tears of Pandora. You guys can check them out before you purchase. Alright, guys, that's gonna be the end of Steam today. We are always filled, guys, with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our largest, beautiful, exciting gathering of our biggest, strongest power of our community. Do what we can for one another. We're still at 615 mods today, guys. It does not disappoint it. It does not have anything else to self-prevent. But do what we can for our community. That's all that matters. But alright guys, that is going to be at the end of Steam today. I do want to look up one thing on Steam really fast. I want to look up baseball for a second. Backyard baseball, probably not. Even though guys, the game is only like $10 even, that will just ruin my chances. I'm not going to really skip past anything else. Keep that in mind, guys. The answer is probably not. But we'll keep everything else in position. Just keep the games on the wish list. Well, guys, that's good video on Steam today. My name is Zach Dawson93. I've been around for almost just about 4 years on Steam. Just about that time. If you guys want to go after anything, my name, guys, is Zach Dawson93 on Steam. You guys go after any in-store purchases, going after pre-orders. Now, it's a Steam, but take your time to go to GameStop and do exactly what you love to do. Every year, guys, it's the best year for gaming, and this year is going to be a better and better and better year for gaming. For this year of 2025. 2025 exactly. That's all there is to it. Better and better year, guys, for gaming. Alright, guys, the most important rule is love, support, and respect is the key. The awesome and creative for 615 mods. If you guys want to drop your links, if you guys want to be exactly who you actually want to handle, and probably begin with whatever you guys want to do. You know, you want to see what you can do. See how much you can really give to Gab, but not exactly feel, you know, left out, being alone all the time, but doing something you really are born to do. You really want to stick around with that, you know? You want to have a lot of stuff to appreciate, what's inside the bag, what's inside something public. Whatever is more to really, you know, bring everybody together. A lot of socialization. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. We can say we're sounding good, we can say we're great. We can say everybody has an opportunity. So that's all that matters. It really is at this point in time. Like I said, guys, to yourselves and to a lot of people. It would be huge, but do not let it go when it needs to. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Guys, we're at 615 mods today. That's all that matters, and also have something to begin with. But alright, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, guys. Socialize it. Add it to a playlist if you can. And if there's nothing else that's more to really pray. Apparently, guys, we have our SP up to 34. 34 is good. Good morning, Bernard. Make a love shout out to you, sir. How are you? Guys, let's check out Imelda. She's sweet. She's charming. As our 615 mods today. Guys, let's check her out. We guys get the chance, and also not busy without any rights going on. But you guys can check her out if you want. There's a lot of things that are in position. There we go. But yeah, guys, welcome to like and share the stream, guys. Guys, like and share the stream. Like it, share, follow, and comment. Take your time. And keep everything else in position with no extra cost. So my numbers on my YouTube channel, guys. I'm at 1600 on views. WH 92.3. And it is 92.3, guys, on Steam right now, so you guys can jump into that. You guys can have something to prepare. And we're about to be sucked in, guys, in another portal. Honestly, guys, we haven't been outside of this portal in a while. So that really does not have a bad idea in theory. I mean, the last time I was in a portal, it's been a while. I think it's been like a couple weeks. Been like worse than that, I would assume. But you never know. But yeah, guys, those are my numbers on YouTube as of now. 92.3 on watch hours today, and then 1600 on views. If you guys can help me out with any boosting on my stuff on the channel, that'd be great. I know some people that can do it, or may not have helping or have any serving on it. Jasmine from One Love Samelda, make a love shout out. Thank you guys so much for coming in and joining us today. But you guys gotta know how much can really bring in, and how much it's dealt with together, and it's starting together. You know, a lot of socialization, a lot of beginnings, and a lot of anything else to really begin with. Trust me. But those are my numbers on the channel today, guys, as of now. But yeah, if you guys do or do not have an ammo system, you guys can help me. I can help you guys with no problem at all. Trust me. I mean, no Comprende, no other source. But as long as we do something better than anything else, we'll be fine. But all you guys need to do is like it, so comment and follow. Like, so comment and follow, guys. And like and share the stream. Meet and greet. And the most important thing, guys, to upgrade our YouTube channels a lot better is we watch videos in full. Guys, we watch our videos in full. Not to be escorted to the back or anything. Been a little bit bloody, guys. That's really a pain. That's what it really is. But a different thing to really, you know, act critical or have something scattered. Contact the heat. There we go, guys. Putting up the heat. The others cannot be beat. That's all there is to it. With our largest gathering, guys, of our popularity, entertainment, and energy. We are the biggest, largest gathering of our biggest, exciting, strongest, beautiful power, guys, of our group. To ourselves and to a lot of people. As long as it's your final thing to do. But guys, the most important thing with our channels together, to take our time with, is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, guys. We consider we have something to stand and deliver by bringing our YouTube accounts, boosting our YouTube channels a little bit, but not very much to really decrease. And yes, guys, bringing our YouTube accounts and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. La Love's Basang, make a love shout out. How are you? How are you? Thank you for coming by today. But as long as we're happy and, you know, while we started. You know, it's having a different beginning, and also has something astounding. But make a love shout out for saying thank you for coming by with us today. And joining us and do what we do for a lot of people today, guys. Remember, the more you soak it right in, the more people can see the kind of stuff you're doing on YouTube. You know, coming out of the YouTube family, do what we can for one another. And it's like, are we ready? I believe we are. Alright, guys. We got a little in-gaming news today. Today's in-gaming news is brought to you by Monster Hunter Wilds. The game is available, guys, ever since February 28th, this past Friday. You guys can buy a copy of Monster Hunter Wilds. It's for the PS5. It's available now, so you guys can buy the game with more details. I've heard the game itself was very good too, but I don't think it's going to beat out GTA 6 this coming fall. I mean, my honest answer is no. That game is not going to beat GTA 6. I don't know how many times I don't know how many people can explain it. Let's understand it, guys. I mean, you guys have an understanding point. Monster Hunter is not going to beat GTA 6 either. I mean, the game itself is going to be something to think about too. I mean, does it have its fluid and also have its other stuff to begin with too? But to be honest, and begin with otherwise. So I do not see GTA 6 being, you know, terrible. I mean, not exactly terrible involving Monster Hunter, but that game, guys, that game is still going to win. GTA is still going to win in my head. I mean, pretty much in my mind, and also in public too. So that game will not be replaced. Monster Hunter Wilds, I thought that was not off the chain, but not off the roof. But that game should be that game is interesting, based on this review. Alright, guys, today is March 2nd, 2025. Remember, guys, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, exciting, largest gathering, guys, of our biggest, exciting, beautiful, amazing power of our community. I'm going to get this ghost out of here. As long as it's not Ghostbusters or watching other stuff, Nothing else will really pay its damper the stress on the others. But I will get these girls out of here when we can. Alright guys, today is March 2nd, 2025. I'm gonna bring you guys a little in-gaming news. Now, we're gonna begin with in-gaming news today, with the top 20 best movies that Gene Hackman was in. Now, this one movie that was on yesterday was called The Firm. Gene Hackman plays, I think, some sort of businessman alongside Tom Cruise. Where Tom Cruise was the main character. I mean, the main actor towards any point character at the time. But honestly, guys, it was one of the first movies that, one of the first couple movies that Gene Hackman was in, if you guys remember. You guys remember other movies? The first movie he was in was Bonnie and Clyde. It was a true crime classic. But as far as other movies go, you guys have, now the first one you guys remember, it was only in one scene, but exactly a classic. That movie, guys, was called Young Frankenstein. So that was back in 1974. So we had performers like the late Gene Wilder, Terry Garr, Cloris Leetzman, Maury Feldman, and Madeline Kahn. So basically, guys, the movie itself wasn't that bad either. But the movie itself was a good classic back then. You guys remember watching Superman, directing it, guys, by Richard Donner. He did exactly play the late Lex Luthor, but I think he did an awesome job as Lex Luthor in all three Superman movies. You know, staying with him, and also based on his character from the comics. But also, guys, Christopher Reeve, that he worked with. You know, these two guys go way back. You know, between movies, between acting, doing each other in real life. But, you know, guys, Christopher Reeve was gone way before. You know, way before Superman got started. You know, as Superman, guys, and also as Clark Kent from Daily Planet. Besides the Daily Bugle from Spider-Man. But honestly, guys, nobody would have replaced one actor to a character in the 1970s. Now, ESPN did state the following, and I know you guys heard this from me, and also watching ESPN or watching Get Up every morning through Monday through Fridays exactly. And that movie, guys, as I mentioned something about coaching a basketball team. And that movie, guys, is Hoosiers, back in 1986. Now remember, guys, Gene Hackman did play as Norman Dale. It's another side to be hired to coach a basketball team to a state title. Which, I was not exactly wrong about that either. But really, he does coach a Hoosiers team coming out of basketball just to, you know, get a state title. I mean, a state championship, protect our sport behind it. But you guys remember one movie, way after that hit. You know, year by year and time by time. That movie, guys, was with, Champions with Woody Harrelson. Now, the thing with Woody Harrelson is very simple right now. I don't think there was any bad ideas or bad motives when it comes to basketball movies. You talk about bowling documentaries. You have Kingpin and the other movies in general. But the movie itself, guys, that movie was not disappointing. Hoosiers, probably not. But I have heard the movie itself was not as bad. But it does talk about a basketball coach that Gene Hackman used to play during that time. But you know, guys, Hoosiers was out back in 1986, so. And then when he was doing the replacements, he played as a basketball coach. Not exactly a general manager, to be honest, but always something that's to protect our sport. You know, guys, with football, bowling, basketball, anything, guys, you name it. It's not exactly worth stepping over, but it's all about protecting our sport, loving it, for yourselves, bringing a lot of friends to a lot of people at once. That's what it really is. I mean, Gene Hackman did plenty of those things for a long time. And Daddy did, for example. So, I mean, those are the movies that we're looking at. And one last movie, guys. Get Sorty. He played along John Travolta. The one that directed it, guys, was Harry Zim. Also had Rene Russo, Danny DeVito, and James Gandolfini. And also, guys, The Birdcage. I do have that movie too. Now, this movie is actually a French comedy. You have the late Robin Williams and Nathan Lane. Nathan Lane is still alive, guys, as Armand and Albert Goldman back then. Hackman did play as Senator Keeley, played by Diane Louise. So, I just think the movie itself, The Birdcage, was I think it was one of the fine comedy movies that, based on what Gene Hackman has ever done for a long time. And that's exactly what, he was famous and he made millions of dollars back then. But, guys, Gene Hackman being the way he was, exactly what he stood for and the movies that he's been done. I just think it was probably one of his best movies. Gene Hackman that he's ever done back then, and, based on what he could probably do. Just to have a lot of money, a lot of things going on, and... Well, like I said, guys, Michelle Trachtenberg had her own thing. She had her own mojo, and she had everything she had in front of her. Guys, with Harriet Spy and the other stuff in between, so... But nobody would be better than Gene Hackman, Robin Williams. I don't know if Dustin Hoffman's ready. He's only like in his mid-80s right now, I believe. Because I know him and Gene Hackman knew each other for a long time. And so did Clint Eastwood, guys. I'm not kidding. Both him and Robin Williams, guys, and Clint Eastwood knew each other pretty well, as far as I know. But Clint Eastwood has been in a lot of Western movies. That's something that we can remember. People from Woodward, thank you guys for coming right in today. And also supporting us with our group. Thank you so much. But yeah. Those are the only movies I know as of anything else, as far as Gene Hackman goes. He was one of the best of all time, guys. And he was never disappointed with the fans or the movies he's done. Especially if you look at Superman. So, that was based on a pretty good, excellent journey. I'm not going to read anything, guys, about Daredevil. But if I'm looking to maybe target Daredevil, I think the only thing that they would miss any part of anything or a puzzle would only be with Jennifer Gardner and Ben Affleck back in the early 2000s. So that would be the only best bet. Like as far as anything else goes, I'm not going to read Avowed today. I will read top stories though. Guys, remember, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy to ourselves. And look at me, guys, as the luckiest creator and your king to a lot of people. Just to see what we have going on, as such, and have something to, relive at this point. I would love to get this one gothic monster out of here. Well, guys, this one gothic monster is really getting on its nerves. I mean, getting on my nerves already, so... keep it frustrating, keep anything else in mind, and... you guys get the idea. And we do have, guys, our largest, most amazing, awesome, largest gathering of our beautiful, strongest power of our group, too. Let's keep in front. And top stories today, guys. Don't wait for Fable. Play Fable 2 instead. You guys remember recently Fable did get delayed? I think during the last week or so. But based on anything else with Fable, Fable is coming out, guys, by next year in 2026. I'm thinking for them to have a formation and have anything else to discover. I think, I don't think it was the best idea, but I think it was an okay stuff to keep everything in, possession for Fable. As long as they have something to, you know, to get into, and we're gonna have their eyes glued, and also everything in check between bugs and, you know, guys do exactly what they're able to handle, and what they're planning to do, trust me. And so everything else is under control, not feeling left out, but if you guys are looking to get ready to maybe take your time by getting into the Fable next year, they are having you guys speculate to play Fable 2 as one of the playable RPGs than ever before, so. I don't actually play Fable, but I do know Fable is coming out next year, instead of this year. And compared to what happened with Prince of Persia at the time, or Monument time, so, not as much as I would like, but you never know. If the game will keep its own date when you talk about just wanting to delay it. Just a little bit of a forced amount of time. Or whatever has to really change, you know, numerous times on different occasions. So, as long as it's with the other, it would be something to think about, though. But not as much to really carry its own bond or have something to have a connection with. So, I don't know. And we don't have something to get into. Alright guys, today's in-gaming news is brought to you by Monster Hunter Wilds. It's available now, ever since February 28th. You guys can go after that game. I've heard it's a good review. You guys can look at the game and check it out. See what you guys really think. But in the meantime, guys, I don't know. We'll have something to look at. But as long as we have something to stand and deliver, nothing will disappoint us. I'm just gonna go ahead and let these guys kill me if I cannot get them. Because these monsters guys are being stupid and gothic right now. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna think about the other movies with Gene Hackman. Replacements wasn't exactly bad. It really was not. I mean, the movie itself was exactly what it was. You know, based on a football player that Keanu Reeves played. And the quarterback's name, guys, was Falco. My last name was Falco, guys, if I remember. But not as much as I can recall between anything historic or anything big beyond that time, so. But what I do know, Keanu Reeves knew him very well. That I do know. Well guys, I'm gonna wrap everything up for today. It's only been like a five-day span. So I had to handle work and we had a homecoming dance this past Friday. That was not bad. Alright guys, business use or upgraded skill point. This one guys is called Voodoo 1. Core Exposure Duration Boost. And it does state the following. It extends the amount, guys, of time that enemy cores are exposed to 1.75x. So that's a bit of an upgrade there. Our hit points, guys, are up to 145. I'm like 147, if I'm certain. Alright, guys, that's gonna wrap everything up for today, guys. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. But you know, guys, it's not gonna be the same now. We've had Gene Hackman, 95 years old, with his wife and the dog, and I honestly think Gene Hackman had a long, life-changing, loving, caring journey. You know, being done with Hollywood in the early 2000s, you guys remember. And, you know, it's been an honor for Gene Hackman to, you know, carry out his legacy, carry out his stuff the way he wanted it. You know, guys, working with Keanu Reeves, what do you call it? He's only been in one movie with Will Smith, and it's called Enemy of State, so that's a different story. But guys, you talk about Gene Hackman. He's been in a lot of movies. He made millions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars for a long time. But nothing else would really cancel his fame, his legacy, his heart and soul, and his love with with everybody else that knew him and worked alongside with Gene Hackman in the past. But he was 95, guys, and now he's with the Lord, and also Michelle Trachtenberg. And I see that stuff, guys, with Buffy and Evil Trip and a lot of exciting things between their life-changing careers and their acting. But yeah, guys, based on the schedule, I reminded my two love yesterday that ever since Homecoming this past Friday, apparently Sister Taylor and the others in the back, they do have the go home show for Saints practice tomorrow. And what's honestly, guys, to protect our sport, and with all due respect with that and Chief, I sadly will not. I will. Honestly, guys, sadly, to protect our sport, respectively, I sadly will not be at practice tomorrow because since I decided to switch with Lance, just to, guys, achieve and do his 2 to 7. My two love asked one question based on a text message, precisely if I was gonna be all set and ready to go on Friday. Guys, for Columbus. And I did state the following, guys, that I will be all set for Columbus on Friday. But I just told him I need the money. I need the money, I want the money, and everything else going our way too. So as long as there's no lack of discomfort, you guys understand, the more people work, the less people or people can end up having. So I'm like, I'll switch with Lance and do what we can, for, one step at a time, and looking to, work something out, guys. That's all that matters. But in a decent time, guys, if you're looking to do something you're looking to do, and do something you're not, you're doing what you're able. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You want more money to go to Lancaster. You want to save yourselves, the trouble, and do not absolutely. You don't want to do absolutely nothing. You want to stand up and be a better person. It's like if you want an extra work saved, you want to, have more spending money. You just have to do what you got to do. That's the main part of it. But yeah, that's gonna be the plan, guys. I'll have 2 to 7. Not only I'll have Thursday now, I'll have tomorrow, and then I'll have Thursday. But I will see you guys back on Tuesday morning. So next time, guys, I will be back Tuesday morning for an hour and 40 plus for Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age, and then Dragon Age the Real God. That game should be replacing this coming Thursday for over Need for Speed. So I might be having that game over Need for Speed, which I don't think that's going to be a bad case scenario. That's why Dragon Age the Real God is a really good game since October of last year. So I'm going to be getting to that game. I may play plenty of that game if I get a chance. But as long as if they're free by then, we'll have our eyes focused and glued with our group. If you guys haven't believed anything yet, or want to catch extras, if you guys have not connected yet, and if you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo every weekend mornings, every Saturday and Sunday mornings, when we're live on the air, you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. When you guys connect it, activate it, and take your time. So all you guys need to do is follow it, share, comment, and follow. Like, share, comment, and follow, guys. Like and share the stream when we have the chance. We are always filled, guys, with 3 words. We are filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Most of the time, in general. With our largest gathering, guys, that we have, our largest gathering, strongest, beautiful, amazing power of our community. We're still deadlocked, guys. We're still at 615 mods also. And also, guys, the most important rule is love, support, and respect is the key. So awesome and creative. And on the ending short note, and yes, guys, knowledge is power. When we take our time, we socialize together, we have fun together, we have a lot of people helping us out together, and do what we can for one another, guys. You don't want to see other people, feel embarrassed or feel exactly unfavorable. Well, you do what you gotta do, and whatever's in front of you, you take your time. And yes, guys, you do it because you're driven. Anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, have a new beginning, have a new experience, all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. That's all we can really handle, and not get ourselves pressured. But yeah, guys, we're at 615 mods, by the way. So that's more to circulate, and it's much more to really identify, too. So, I guess the more we gain, the less people will not be able to feel guilty. That's all that matters. But on that, guys, remember one thing. As long as we hold on, we'll be fine. Keep everything else perfect, and good to go. That's all that matters. To yourselves and to a lot of people. The way we can hold on and bring everything else in general together. Largest gathering and keeping the peace. But alright, guys, like it, share, comment. When you guys like it, share, comment, and follow. Like, share, comment, and follow, guys. Take your time and do not get yourself worked up. As long as you know what you're doing and love what you do and say what you do, you're doing the same thing for you. You guys are doing the same thing for them. That's all that matters, guys. You want to have something together. And, guys, continue what people have started. And, yeah. Like I said, guys, you do it because you're driven, and you really want to, stick around as much as anything else. But, alright, guys, remember, like, share, stream. Like and share the stream, guys. Follow and share it. Meet and greet when we can, and like I said, everything else is on tabs. So everything else is on schedule, too, so let's have to really know what's very important for us, and to me, too. But alright, guys, that's going to do it. We just have to do what we have to handle one step at a time. But guys, all we need to do to upgrade our channels much more with YouTube. Remember, guys, W rates is very important from now on. I would love to have my W rates more and much more higher. Views and thumbs up or whatever they have to really depend on. But furthermore, we're pretty much getting to the rest. But the most important thing, guys, to upgrade our YouTube channels a lot better. We can serve with sounding better. We can serve with sounding good on a headset or anything to, see what comes to our minds or heads that starts floating by. All we need to do, guys, is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, like, share, comment, and follow, guys. We'll bring our social media together, our socialization, and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So that's going to close the first weekend, guys. That's going to close out the first weekend of March. What is tomorrow? Monday. Instead of doing 5 hours this coming Thursday, I will also have tomorrow. So I'll have 2 to 7 over the last day to practice, sadly. But my Zulov gets the understatement, since Taylor and the others have the understatement also. But like I said, it's going to be fine. They're going to be having that between 5 to 6, and then my S is 2 to 7. So I just told them I need the money a bit, and I told my musketeer I will be ready by Friday in the morning. But yeah, guys, I will be back Tuesday. Next stream will be Tuesday morning. I might download Dragon Age Severe Guide for Thursday mornings. So Need for Speed is going to be done after a certain amount of time of episodes. I mean, I know there's a love loss or hating thing, but Need for Speed, I haven't had any time to play it. But Dragon Age Severe Guide, I might. But yeah, guys, I will see you guys Tuesday in the morning for now and 40 plus for Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Games. and then we'll have bowling afterwards, and go furthermore by then. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Guys, have a good rest of your first weekend. I will be back with you guys Tuesday. Same time, same channel. And we'll follow suit and start being better and better. Have a good rest of your weekend, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And I will see you guys in the next one.